Hi parents, I'm Ankita, blending Montessori, neuroscience, music, positive parenting to help you follow your amazing child from day one to forever. Today we're talking about something super important in Montessori, watching children learn. But not just any kind of watching. We are talking about observation, which is like being a careful detective who notices all the little things that children do. Dr. Montessori found that this was the best way to understand how children grow and learn. In the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how to do this with lots of real examples that you can try at home or in your classroom. Let's start with a fun fact. People have always been great observers. Our ancestors watched animals in nature to stay safe and learn new things. They watched how birds built nests and learned to make better shelters. They observed how animals found water and their techniques. Dr. Montessori was really good at watching and noticing things because she was a doctor. One day, she saw something amazing. She saw tiny 2-year-olds could handle real glass cups without breaking them. Nobody believed this was possible before, but she saw it with her own eyes. She also noticed that young children love to repeat activities over and over, something most people thought was silly behavior. But through observation, she realized this repetition was actually how children master new skills. So what does Montessori observation look like? Think of it like watching a nature documentary. You don't tell the animals what to do, you just watch what happens naturally. Here's a simple example. Imagine seeing a child try to zip up their coat. Instead of jumping in to help right away, you watch. Maybe you notice they can hold the bottom of the zipper just fine, but they are having trouble with the top part. Now you know exactly how to help, or maybe you'll see them figure it out on their own. Another example, you might be watching a 3-year-old working with blocks. Instead of thinking they're just playing, you notice how carefully they are placing each block, how they step back to look at their work, how they problem solve when a block doesn't fit. This kind of watching helps you understand how children think and learn. There are 3 main ways in which we observe in Montessori method, and I'll give you examples of each. Number 1, looking at ourselves first. This means noticing our own habits and reactions, like catching yourself wanting to praise every little thing your child does, when maybe they just need space to feel proud of themselves, or noticing that you tend to interrupt when they're quietly concentrating, just because silence makes you uncomfortable. One teacher realized she always rushed to help with cleanup, not giving children the chance to develop independence. You can write down important things that you remember from the day. For example, your child spent an hour working with blocks today, or something your child has never done before. Or another child or your younger child put on their shoes for the first time, which you've never seen them do. These notes help you track your child's progress over time. Writing down things as they happen. This is the most detailed type of observation. You sit in one spot and you write everything. For example, 9:15, I chose Lego blocks. 9:16, she chose to put these Lego blocks one on top of each other. 9:20, she matched 2 colors. 9:30, she finished a lot of pairing activity. And at 9:35, she carefully returned materials to the shelf. This is how you can do an observation. Now, how do we do this? So first of all, you pick a room in your spot where you can sit and see everything. Maybe it's a comfortable chair in the corner. When you sit, your child should know that you're in watching mode and you're not going to be helping or interrupting. Keep a notebook, a pen or pencil, a clock or watch, a small table or a clipboard, and write down exactly what you see. For example, Maya takes the water pouring work from the shelf. She carries it carefully with both hands, sets up 3 glasses in a row, fills the glass with water from the pitcher, stops to watch the water swirl, adjusts her grip on the pitcher, pours the water from one glass to the other slowly. Notice how we are just writing what we see and not what we think about. We don't write Maya is being careful or Maya is learning concentration. We write just the facts. And why this is helpful? Well, sometimes we know we think what's going on, but observation shows us something different. Here are some real examples. A teacher thought a child was being disruptive because they walked around a lot. But after careful observation, she noticed the child stopped at the practical life shelf every time looking at the button frame. Turns out they were interested but needed another lesson on how to use it. Another example, a parent was worried their child wasn't learning anything because they didn't talk about school. Through observation, they saw their child was actually deeply focused during work time, especially with mathematical materials. Watching babies and toddlers is super important because they can't tell us what they need with words yet. Here's what to look for. A 14-month-old touching every soft thing that they passed by means they are learning about textures. An 8-month-old child watching older children walk, they are prepping for their own movement. And a 2-year-old who seems to make a mess at snack time but is practicing important hand movements is an observation. A toddler who carries things from one place to another, they're probably developing sense of order. Here's a simple way to start. Tomorrow, pick your child at a particular time, watch them for 5 minutes and write down everything they do. Just like taking a photo with words, don't worry about doing it perfectly. Just practice noticing details you might actually miss. You'll be amazed at what you discover. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more easy to follow Montessori tips, and tell me in the comments something super surprising you noticed while you were watching your child, and I'd love to hear stories from you. And meanwhile, if you want more tips on observation, check out the caption because I have more ideas for you. See you soon.